Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is RJ. So in this episode of Ask RJ, we're going to go and do a little bit of investigating work into Dualmine. So don't go away. Welcome to another episode of Ask RJ. So this is episode 8, the Q&A feature of my channel where you get your questions answered. Remember, all links for this video will be in the description. And if you do want to ask a question, don't forget to check out my new Facebook page, because that now gives you another way of contacting me and getting your questions to me. Okay, so let's get on with this episode. Okay, so the first question I've got for you this week is come from Charles Meekins in the UK, and he's just basically put a post saying, RJ, he says, I don't understand, but with Hitbits, he says, I basically started doing Hitbits at the same time as you. Obviously, this is him talking. This is not word for word, so Charles, sorry. And basically he's just asked how come that he's on level 107 and I'm only on level 16. That's his question. I am actually on level 17 now, Charles. Basically the reason why this is, if we go and check out my account, so this is my account, basically is when I bring these programs to you, I'm always thinking about how much time everybody has to spend. Obviously, some people that are lucky, they have a lot of time they can spend on these. Other people don't have so much. So what I always try and show is basically the least amount of time you can spend on a program and still benefit and earn from that program. So really, when it comes to the leveling up, the way you do level up is participating in battles and doing other tasks. And that, I mean, I think in my last video on this, I said basically I'll pop in here, I'll go into a battle, I'll click sort of attack, and then I'll get my one-off chunk of experience, which is the blue line, which gradually builds my account up. But I don't spend hours in there just battling and waiting for coins to come to me. I do the offer wall, as I've said, and I do the surveys because I found they bring the biggest amount of tokens at one time. Yes, you might have to spend half an hour doing it, but it will give you maybe like something like 9,000 tokens. Well, I don't know how much and how long you have to sit battling to earn that much, because I've never found out, because it's just time as far as I'm concerned, and it's time I don't have, and I know a lot of you guys don't have that time out of there. So like I say, that is what I'm always thinking about. And for me, the most important number is this, credits, because that is what you are withdrawing. Once you get to, I believe it's 25,000, you can then withdraw. So if we go into mercenaries, for those of you that don't really know what Hitbits is, it's basically like a virtual role-playing game where you'll come in, you buy mercenaries, you go out to battle, you defeat monsters, all that kind of thing. And what I'll do is I'll put a earlier review up here. Go and check that out so you know what the program's about. That's a more in-depth review, and you'll have a better idea of how the programs work. So, like I say, the most important number is this and this. So basically I have nearly 200 mercenaries and I'm earning 546 credits per hour. I think that's slightly less than in my last video, because obviously like Satoshi Labs with the hardware that has a 30-day expiry date, my mercenaries have the same. I always buy the 30-day mercenaries because that means you can get more mercenaries for your money. Yes, they do run out earlier, but like I say, you get more of them. So it just means that you have to sort of maintain your account a little bit quicker, a little bit more often, rather than just being able to leave it. So anyway, like I say, that is the number I am most concerned with when it comes to this program. So Charles, I hope that answers your question. For me, it's not about spending the time in the program, it's about getting coins out of the program. And basically, I've done quite a number of withdrawals, and all of them, with the exception of the last one, which I only did, so 3 days ago. I thought I was looking at the 20. I thought it ain't that long ago, but yeah, it's the 26. So 3 days ago. So that is the only one that I'm waiting for. I've received all these others to my wallet with absolutely no problem. So that's it really. When it comes to Hitbits, that is what I'm concerned about. I'm not concerned about my levels. I'm concerned about getting the coins out. Okay, so thanks for your post, Charles. Keep them coming. It's really great. Always good to hear from you. And I hope your programs and accounts continue to build. Okay, so let's move on to the next question. Okay, so the second question comes from Joseph Schlunegger. I hope I've pronounced that correctly, Joseph. He actually had two questions about Dualmine, which I thought were worthwhile addressing. So the first one was, how does Dualmine make their money? And the other one was, am I afraid that they will fold? And obviously the second is a question that we all keep asking about these programs, as a lot of these programs do come and go quite quickly within a few months. Dualmine has been around for over a year now, so although it still has mixed reviews, a lot of people are sort of seeing it as a mining program that is sort of getting to the point of being classed as a legit site. Obviously, do not quote me on that. These programs and investments and anything that I bring to you can end at any time, purely basically because there's no such thing as 100% guarantee. Nothing is, and nothing probably ever will be, apart from, as they always say, death and taxes. So back to did I say Joseph? I meant to say Joshua Schlunegger. So I'm very sorry if I have, for some weird reason, it popped into my head. I said Joseph. Anyway, I'm very sorry if I did. Joshua Schlunegger had these two questions. So anyway, so the first one is, how do they make their money? And so, well, actually, I've sort of just addressed the second, because, like I say, it has been around for over a year. And so, at the end of the day, cross fingers, it does look like it is going to be around for a while longer. Like I say, cross fingers. Sorry, the whole name thing just totally thrown me. So anyway, let's get into how they make the money. So basically, what we can do is a couple of things. And firstly, also as well, is this sort of addresses the legitimacy, of Dualmine. Okay, so one of the first things we can check to sort of try and get some idea of how legitimate a company is we can basically just come into the simple site and check up their domain name. So if you just go into Google and type domain info or something like that, you will basically able to come to one of these sites, type in the domain name, and they will give you some kind of background. So as we can see here, it was registered 2018. It was recently updated, so it was updated last year. And then it does not expire until 2022. So, we could, depending on what Dualmine's plan is, we could possibly get another 2 years out of this program, but then who knows, they could actually go on to update that and keep going. But let's look at basically, we're looking at a possibility of at least 2 years according to the information here. If you scroll down a bit, you'll notice that this is the address that is being given. The reason why this address is being given is because, like a lot of companies now, they are using Cloudflare, which is basically a company that helps with sort of anonymizing sites, and sort of basically it's like it's difficult, really difficult. I'm trying to think of how to explain it. But basically, I mean, you can actually download an app which is called 1.1.1.1 onto your mobile phone. You get that running, and what that does, that actually sort of is like a VPN sort of. What it does is it stops your information being thrown out there, and it also actually slightly speeds up your download speeds and your surfing speeds as well, more your surfing speeds. But like I say, a lot of companies are using Cloudflare, and so the address you're seeing here is actually the address for Cloudflare, and we can see that by scrolling down here, and as you can see, basically Cloudflare, and these are this is the information for them, because Dualmine is actually registered in the UK, and we can find that out by going to the domain, the Dualmine site. Okay, so basically what we do is, if we go into the FAQs, and obviously I realise that a lot of people are saying, well, if you're getting the information from the FAQs, they could just be telling you whatever they want. That is correct. But what we do is, there's a couple of things. So firstly, we'll go to the are you a legitimate business or a legal business. So what they've done here, see, they've registered, as they say, a company in the UK. They are registered in the UK, and their company number is this. So that's 11227919. So what we can do with that is we go to a website or a company called Companies House, and that is where all companies, even overseas companies, are registered. But if we go in here as well, so we can check this out, we can sort of do a bit of cross-referencing. Once my laptop comes to life. Okay, so again, there's the same number. This is the address. Again, they could just be putting whatever they want on their own website. So what we do is we can check the company certificate here. Again, company certificates can be forged. So I mean, at the end of the day, it's just a sheet of paper, or basically this, and then basically a number. And so it could quite easily be photoshopped. So again, what we do, and this is where we go to, rather than going through their links, we go direct to Companies House. So okay, so this is Companies House. So I've not gone through any links through Dualmine. I've come to this website totally separate and just basically typed it into Google. So as we can see, here is their certificate. So if we copy this and then go back to Companies House, put it in here, there you go, and then we can get their information. So as you can see, CryptoNits is the company. It's a limited company. They are saying that is their address here in England. And then basically, if we go to here, sorry, that one. Right, so this is what we're information. So they're incorporated, basically a company basically registered on the 27th of February 2018. So next accounts made to that point due on the 30th of November. So that'll be interesting as well, because obviously they're saying that basically they're I don't know if it's they will be audited or they'll have to basically submit some kind of paperwork to Companies House on the 30th of November this year. So you could say, I believe that's what it means anyway. I'm not 100% sure, so don't count me. But that could be a telltale date that, you know, if it is a case of that's basically when they've got to start doing if some sort of an audit or something like that, then that could be where they go or they disappear because they might not want to do that. Okay, so Joshua asked, how do they make their money? So according to this, they are a wholesale of computers, computer peripherals and software. Other software publishing companies facilities. Obviously these are probably just basically, I'm not sure if they fill it out or it's a case of that they just click on things and go, yes, our company falls into those brackets. Okay, so the main guy is this guy. And I know I did when I first stumbled across or basically got interested in Dualmine. I went and checked it out, and there was a few reviews saying that no one could really find any information about this guy. So obviously, at the end of the day, how legitimate he is, I have no idea. But but at the moment, what we're saying is they have actually registered this company, and I just want to have a quick scan back onto something that I wanted to look at here. This is what I wanted to look at: disqualifications. So there you go, no results found. So they have not had any disqualifications against their company since they registered it. So again, that is a good point, and you know, it all looks quite nice. But this is, you know, again, it's like what I always say about cloud mining sites, how the fact that the money that you're earning until you actually withdraw it is just numbers on a screen. And the same with this, in the sense of this is just information on a screen. Obviously they must have had to have sent some sort of official documentation, I'm assuming, to register their company. I did look up though, for a company to register at Companies House, it can be as little as £12. So you're looking at maybe around about, what's that, maybe $17 to register a limited company. So, you know, to get that certificate is not that expensive. So I guess if you have the means and the information that Companies House require for you to be given that certificate, then, you know, at the end of the day, it's from their point of view, from Dualmine's point of view, it's a good investment. So yeah, so really that's sort of as far as you can get without getting into sort of ridiculous and sort of long processes of trying to accumulate information. Something was interesting though is that if you go to CryptoNits, This is actually a exchange platform. So I did look this up as well. So if we go to, it's a token, but that you can find on certain exchanges. It's not widely used at the moment, but this is their website. So it gives you an idea of what they're about. As you can see, Dualmine is listed there. Coin Treasure, which is in their games section. I think that's sort of like their battleship game as well. And then this is their exchange platform. So basically, if you click on that, so this is a totally anonymous and secure exchange without registration, according to them. So basically, I'm assuming that you'll just come in here, you put in what you want to put in, you then, so if, let's say we did it the other way around, so let's say that we wanted to exchange ETH to BTC, and then what you'd do is you'd put your BTC wallet address in there. I'm guessing you must have to have coins in there, so you must have had to load it up somehow. It possibly could be using sitting on the Ethereum network, and so therefore you could maybe use MetaMask wallet or something like that to do it. In fact, let's have a quick look just for information, so you guys, if you decide that you need to exchange some currency, then obviously you know how to do it. Okay, so basically it just works on the process of that you enter the amount that you want, whichever coin you're sending. So like it says there, if you're sending BTC, you type in that you're going to send, say, 1 BTC. Then you put in your and you say that you want to get ETH out. So then you put in your ETH address, and then when you go exchange, you click exchange, they will generate a Bitcoin deposit address for you to send your coins to that address, and then you receive your ETH a short while later. The only thing I'm not happy about that is that they're not saying that they put it into any sort of escrow which would be, say, you would send your BTC, it would then go into an escrow account. Once you've then received your Ethereum, you would confirm that you've received it, and then they will then take the BTC from the escrow account. So it is a bit of a trust thing, and obviously it does sort of leave you a bit open for the possibilities of not getting your coins. But that's me just thinking on how that obviously that could possibly happen. I'm not saying it will happen, I'm just saying it could possibly happen. Yeah, so the last thing is, like, I just quickly looked through the FAQs. They're just saying that an exchange can take from 5 minutes to 60 minutes, so from 5 minutes to an hour. And here it says if your exchange is not completed in 24 hours, then basically you've just got to contact support. So obviously it's I just thought I was interested in having a look because it was connected with Dualmine, and we were sort of doing a bit of a dig into them. So I just thought it was worth taking a peek at that. Okay, so we're going to leave that there, and we're going to move on to the third and final question in this episode of Ask RJ. So the third question comes from Thomas Yablonsky from the UK. Hope I pronounced that right as well. And basically, Yeah, so basically, his question is just that he feels that a little concerned because the last two new programs that I've brought to you guys were Ethereum based, and he wants to know that is this just sort of an ongoing thing, or am I looking to go back to Bitcoin earning programs in the future? And then he just says, keep up the good work, love your channel. So thank you very much for that, Thomas. I'm glad you're enjoying the channel, and thank you very much for your question. So no need for concern. Basically, with my channel, I tend to do a lot of different things. So 1 minute I'll be doing cloud mining, 1 minute I'll be doing virtual mining and games, next minute I'll be doing investments, whether they be Ethereum, Bitcoin, altcoins. Basically, my whole channel is just about basically earning money or crypto coins online. So what I'm doing is I'm always looking constantly, seeing what new is about, seeing what is actually earning money, and then obviously if I feel that it's basically that it is going to be hopefully going on for a while, it has shown to pay out, then I will probably bring it to you. I know in the past I've actually said to you guys that I'm looking at something, then I've never brought it to you, and basically that is purely because I didn't feel that program was a good bet for me or for you. At the end of the day, I only want to be bringing programs to you that I feel are either going to be around for a long time, or there is the potential to get in quickly and then get some coins out, and then just sort of leave it. So I'm always looking at sort of different ways of earning, and at the end of the day, so should you all be. Do not put all your eggs in one basket. You ask any trader, and they will always say diversify. Don't put all your money in gold. Don't put all your money in oil. Don't put all your money in crypto. And don't specialize with crypto coins. You should always be looking for different things, because at some point one of those things may fail, but one of your other investments or programs will probably prop that up. So even though you might have lost, the other programs will hold it up, and you won't have lost too much. But also, at the end of the day, token sets and compound finance, which are the two programs you can see in front of you. Basically, one is a trading platform, which is token set, and the other one is a lending platform, which we basically lend our coins, and we make a percentage of interest from that. And obviously the token set is just a trading platform, and we earn, but the way we've done it, or the way token sets works, is you sort of earn if a coin's going up, but you also earn if a coin's going down. So obviously, but there's no there's no 100% that you're gonna make loads of money or whatever. But basically, with token sets, it is an algorithm based trading. So the idea is that the algorithm spots the peaks and the lows and takes advantage of those. Sorry about the rhyming there. But and for those of you that are not basically familiar with token sets or compound finance, I will put a video at the top here. Go and check that out. In fact, I'll put two videos up there. One will be showing you how to set your compound finance account up and get in the MetaMask wallet, and then the other one will be showing you how token sets and how that works. So there'll be two videos there for those of you that are not familiar with either of the programs. and basically it just gives you a better idea on how they work, which I do like putting them videos there for you, because the last thing I want is sort of you going in and just guessing, you know, me saying, oh yeah, go and check out this program, it's really great, and then you just sort of like, well, I'm not sure what to do. So I do like it. Well, for me, I just think it's a good idea for you to go and look at those previous videos for that reason. So yes, Thomas, to reiterate my answer, if another program, another Bitcoin paying program comes up, which I feel is worthwhile, I will then do a video on that. But then if a Dash program or a Monero program or another Ethereum program, all I'm trying to do is bring you opportunities to basically get yourself into, make yourself some coins, and then, you know, put them in your wallet. And like I say, you know, I realize that a lot of you are really interested in cloud mining, and then some of you are really interested in the virtual games. You will find that I will do videos about them and other things. So, like, you know, don't just think if you've watched one of my cloud mining videos, that's all I do. I do I do loads of different stuff. So just sort of be aware of that, because, you know, if you've seen it once, you will probably see it again. So just put it that way. You know, it will come back round. So, you know, like I say, if there is something you're specifically interested in, then I will be doing more videos on that. You know, like I say, cloud mining or investments or whatever it is. If I've got videos on my channel for those things, they will keep coming back round. So just bear that in mind. Okay, so like I said at the beginning, remember that all the links to this video are in the description. Go and check out my Facebook page. That gives you another way of contacting me. Get your questions to me and I'll put them on Ask RJ. And if this is your first time visiting my channel and you want to learn about crypto investments, how to earn cryptocurrency for free, cloud mining sites, and lots of other crypto related stuff, then hit that subscribe button and don't forget to tag that notification bell so you're alerted to all my videos as they come online. And I know I do ask this, and it really does help. If you can give me a like, it just helps my channel massively, and that helps me bring more content to you. It just keeps me motivated and know that you are enjoying the videos. So anyway, take care. Have a great rest of your week, and I will speak to you soon. Thanks a lot. Bye.